everybody. Welcome to Coffee with the Chiropractor. Getting mine brewed up right now while I'm waiting on a couple people to hop on. So I really wanted to start this Coffee with the Chiropractor's idea I had inspired by a friend of mine, just as to take some moments a couple times a week and really just talk about some basic elements of health and natural health solutions and things that we can do on a regular basis that help to make us feel better, make us live better, make us, reach our full potential. I mean, there's so much stuff like that we look at with it, and I get questions all the time from people on, is this the right nutrition plan for me? Or should I try this supplement? Or should I try this vitamin? Or should I do this workout plan? Or what kind of chiropractor should I see? I get kind of questions like that. So just to try to go through and breaking things down and looking at, this item, is this healthy or unhealthy? Kind of talk about the pros and cons of that. So make it easy. I love coffee. So today, I'm going to talk about healthy versus unhealthy. Now, a big thing that I look at, and when we're going to try to define something, we need to know the definition, right? I mean, if we look at health is such a confusing thing for most people, because when we look at health, like if I was to go out to the mall or go stand at a polling booth today or something like that and start just going through and interviewing people, asking them, how do you know you're healthy? How do you know you're healthy? How do you know you're healthy? Most people are going to say, and you can, if you want to answer in the comments and throw what you think health is to you, how you define it, most people are going to say, I'm healthy because I feel a certain way. I feel good, or I look nice today. I don't have like a weird skin thing going on. My stomach isn't kind of upset today like it usually is. I don't have a headache today. I don't have a back pain today. I don't have a symptom. I don't feel bad. So today I'm healthy. Now the problem with that, there's two. Obviously, if you're healthy, you should feel good. You should feel full of energy. You should be able to do the things that you want to do in life. But also, there are people that felt perfectly fine yesterday, and they woke up this morning and they had a heart attack. There are people that felt perfectly fine last week, and they went to the doctor yesterday and found out that they had some bad things come back on a blood test or something like that. So how we feel is such a small percentage of what health really is. And if you look at even Dorland's Medical Dictionary, they talk about the definition of health. It goes back to how it's not merely the loss of symptoms or the absence of symptoms, but it's optimal functioning of your body physically, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. So health really goes back to function, because if we're simply judging it off of how we feel, then we don't do anything about our health until we feel bad, right? So again, most people, especially in the United States, when you feel bad, what are we been trained to do for that? You go to the doctor or you go to the medicine cabinet and you pull out a pill. So we take something to make that feeling get better, to make that feeling go away, so that actually we can feel good and now we can be healthy. Okay, so we want to get away from that idea or that thought that health is only about how we feel. Okay, there's so much more to it. Really, health is all about function. That if you are functioning properly, my immune system's functioning properly, then it's going to kill a virus. It's going to kill bacteria that gets into our system. It's going to be able to identify it, trap it, and get it out. If your digestive system is functioning properly, then all the candy that you just ate from Halloween is going to be able to digest that, even though there's very little nutrients to it. It gets the bad stuff out, uses what it can from it, and then it eliminates the waste. If your digestive system is functioning perfectly, or as close to that as possible, that is what we really want to look at, is that it's all about function. So if function is what health is, and we want to be at our optimal health, then we need to look at what controls function. For us to be at our optimal health, we have to look at what controls function. And when you think about it, it's not your heart, it's not your lungs, it's your nerve system that actually controls function. It controls how every part of you is able to heal. It controls how a cut on your arm is able to heal, how your heart is able to beat properly, for your hormones to go up or down, depending on a situation, depending on your age or where you're at in life. It's all about how the nerve system is getting messages. Like when God made our body, He put all the power to heal and to function inside of our brain. It's when a sperm and egg come together, 9 days later, the very first thing that's formed is the nerve system. So the brain is spinal cord. So just like when we put, we plant our garden a while back, we put seeds in the ground and then plants grow from that seed. So just like for us, our brain is spinal cord forms, and then we have things that protect around that. We have organs that grow out like fruit growing from a tree. It's incredible to think about this, right? So all that goes back to how we're functioning. That's the key thing. So when it goes to you saying, like we're getting ready for January, a couple months, right? If you want to be healthy in 2021, you have to start looking now at what can I consistently do that's going to support function. What can I consistently do that's going to support function? Because then that's going to show us what we can do to help in improving our health. Health equals function, not health equals feel, health equals function. So what can I do, or are the things that I'm doing supporting function of my body, to helping improving function? Is it the nutrition that I take in on a daily basis? Is that improving function? Is the sleep that I'm getting or not getting, is that improving function? The medications that I'm getting, that I'm taking, the skin products that I'm using, the whatever it may be, is this going to help in supporting optimal function of my body? If it's not, then we may want to look at making a switch in there, doing something else in replacement of what could already have been doing for a long time. Okay, I heard a thing this morning that talked about success is in what we consistently do. So if we consistently are doing things that are damaging our bodies, that's not about function, it's about feel, then we really need to make a shift. If we want to see a big change in our health in the next year and going forward, if we don't want to end up like the people around us, maybe your friends or your family that you see, that as they get older, they just continue to get frailer and they fall apart and they get more and more sick. What can we do now? What can we do to make a change to prevent, not just prevent that, but what can we do to capitalize on the potential we have for optimal health and optimal living? Because when we have optimal health, when we are healthy versus unhealthy, we can go and achieve things. We can go and serve people. We can go and be active in society and be able to have our voice heard and be just bringing value to people's lives. Like, gosh, like if I could do anything, I want to make sure that, like for my kids or for my wife, that I'm not sucking life from them each day, but I'm giving and I'm serving and I'm helping to bring and elevate them in their life as well. So this is like just some big things that we kind of continue to wrestle with, and we see around our community that people are struggling with this. So healthy versus unhealthy really goes back to functioning versus not functioning, okay? And that's why we see so much variance in symptoms and disease, because we have different varying things in function. If your body's functioning at 80%, then you're probably not gonna feel a whole lot going on. You're not gonna feel disease building inside your body. But once we start to get down to 60% functioning, 50% functioning, some people are at 30% functioning, that's when we really see why many people are just maintaining existence on a medication. They're maintaining existence because they have something artificial that is pushing them along, basically. So whether that be a medication or a surgery that you had to have, whether that be that you drink 15 cups of coffee and Monsters and Red Bulls, or you're taking supplements that increase your energy up. So it's not just about increasing how much we function. Let's say a better way of doing it. Kind of look at like performance. So it's not just like trying to get you to be moving a lot faster, because I can crank you up on caffeine. I can put some heroin in your arm or cocaine in your arm and speed you up, and you'll have this really high function on the outside, like really, really high energetic. But that's not what we're talking about. It's like to a cellular level. Are your cells able to capture the good stuff and the bad stuff and do what they need, what they were designed, how God made them to work? How are they functioning properly? And that's the big key thing that we look at, is all about supporting function. So that's for today, healthy versus unhealthy. It's all about function. Hope you learned something. Have a great day. It's gonna be a stinking amazing day. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. Have a good one. Live well.